Welcome back to the Lands of Alaire, episode 10. Our party is delving deep beneath the sewers of the capital of Sarangar, River's End, and have delved deep enough to find some captives of the Midnight Court and their kobold army. They look up at you with wary eyes, and the one in blue here, in particular, he has a feather cap, and he looks up, tipping up the brim a bit, and he goes, "Hello! Good timing!"
Who are you people?
I am Roderick Vilstabed III, and this is my traveling troupe.
Are you a circus?
Of sorts. Storytellers, and that's not important right now. Do you have a key or anything?
No, but we'll get you out of there.
I've got these.
We've got one better.
You move on up on the...
Yeah.
Okay, throw strength to tear it on open. These cells of kobold construction.
Is it like just a... Oh no. Okay, a strength check.
Could be athletics if you want to make it athletics.
You have advantage.
I'm not raging.
Oh.
Well, I technically could still be raging.
We're doing this quick.
With the final bits of your rage.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can determine. Just burning off with that Minotaur pin.
Natural 20!
He rips it right off its hinges and throws it to the ground. And the guy looks up at you and he goes, "Good show!" Steps on out and looks around at his compatriots who are still in their cells. And he's like, "The rest, please." And you guys can make your way on through.
Okay.
It is shoddy kobold construction, these rusted iron locks. Between just jamming a dagger in them and pulling hard enough, you manage to free all of these people. Roderick looks up towards you guys and he goes, "Well, this is a meeting of fate, if I do say so myself. You've truly done us good here. Which way is out?"
We can help you with that, but first, how did this happen?
Well, funny story. There was this new kid in town, and he seemed rather important, and told us to put on a show for him. He didn't like the show, and we ended up here. There's a few more details, but that's the gist of it.
And the other people are just like performers.
They are, yeah. An older woman who appears to be, no doubt, a costume expert, as she has not just one dress on, but like 3 layers of very fancy and fine dresses. Another one is a young woman who has a very fine voice, and a few young men who look like stagehands or something along those lines. And Roderick, he is no doubt a bit of a ringmaster of sorts. Yeah. A hype man.
Right.
And he, once everyone is grouped up, looks towards you and goes, "Oh, right. Adventurers, they like rewards. That's part of the story. Maybe a private show?"
Sure.
All right. We intend to be in River's End for another week or so. You could probably meet us in the tavern or the market. We'll make our way around there, try and scrounge together enough coin to get out of this dreaded city, because I do not want to end up back here again.
Can't say, but only quickly, before you go, was there any nobles down here?
Not that I have seen, no. So far as I've heard, the nobles made their way out to sea, but it's all just rumors, isn't it?
Isn't everything? All right.
Is there anything else in the room?
In particular here, a set of keys. No, I'm kidding. No, it's rather bare. No doubt this is just the way kobolds would like to torture people, is keeping them in the dark and malnourished. There's really, just a table.
I suppose to get these people out of here.
To escort them out of the sewers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't take too long for you to free them, and Roderick turns back towards you at the end of that and goes, "Well, much appreciated, friends, and I'm sure we'll meet again soon. My troupe and I will, maybe we'll come up with a story for you, or something along those lines."
I'd be very intrigued to see that one.
In a different circumstance, I'd like to hear more details.
Oh. Too true. I'll try and remember everything for you. Keep it fresh in my mind. But till then, we're both busy. So long, friends. And with that, he runs off rather quickly with the rest of his group, and they make it deeper into River's End, turning you guys back towards the sewers once again. And you know that really the only way forward was to follow that larger tunnel.
This one down here.
Yeah, just continue along.
All right.
And,
Well, it's a start, I guess.
no, I just kind of copied you guys on over, but let's make sure this looks good. Come on. You guys seeing everything?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool, alright, just making sure. So, continuing down the widest tunnel, you find a gated dead end, and a set of stairs leading down another level into darkness. Pushing forward, you find this deeper level of the sewers is flooded with about a foot of murky green water that pools and slowly flows at an angle towards the ocean.
Well, I suppose we're not quite done yet, then.
No, there's a whole other level to this space.
I think I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself and Gilroy.
Okay? Yeah, if there's any prep that you'd like to take before you enter this tunnel, you can totally do that.
I'm taking one of our health potions, if that's okay.
Sure.
Both me and Leander got 8.
Okay, plus 8.
1,
You and
4,
Gilroy?
plus
Oh yeah, sorry.
Right.
6.
Me and Leander.
Me,
6
myself, and I.
from the potion?
Yes.
Okay. Boom. Feeling a bit reinvigorated with divine power and some healing drops to make your way further down. Seems like this tunnel goes further up north and to the south.
Well,
Down south you can see a meeting of kobolds in the darkness.
Gilroy.
Wait, do they know we're there?
They don't seem to yet.
How many?
4.
Yeah.
It looked like you were looking something up.
Yeah, Melee. Back me up on this, I guess. And I will cast Scorching Ray.
Just down that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, that's a 23, 21, 18.
All of them hit.
Okay. I suppose I'll hit 3 of them.
Okay.
No, I'll hit 2.
Okay.
So like 17 and like 24 or something. 22.
2 streaming bolts of flame go blasting down this tunnel, lighting along the wet tunnel walls and the water along the ground, and covering it with just these streaks of orange for a moment before they blast into the chests of these kobolds, who go flying back into a wall with a screech, and the rest of them you hear skitter off in the opposite direction, completely just scared by the arcane power put down on them.
Alright. Well, should we
Let's
follow
go that
the...
way.
Yeah! Shall we follow them?
Forward.
Alright.
You guys go down to kind of this circular area down here.
Yeah.
Seems like the kobolds scurried off in the opposite direction from the way you guys have been heading.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's pretty gated down there, and then probably some small tunnels that they squeezed into and managed to escape. However, throw me a perception, investigation, whichever you prefer, as you're glancing around trying to find answers.
10. 11.
16.
Okay.
Natural 20, which is a 22.
Woo!
Man, we are throwing lots of
Yeah,
numbers.
wow, you're nailing it. Behind you, up by this kind of corner of the wall over here, there's the stone of the wall, and it seems like there's an outline of what would no doubt be a doorway. Upon that outline and etched into the stone is the symbols of what appears to be a table surrounded by high chairs, as well as a manticore.
So yeah, Gilroy, I found something.
Most interesting. Must be the Midnight Court. But can I use like
We just show you things.
Arcana?
Sure.
Okay. Ooh, 11. It's real common tonight.
There's nothing particularly arcane about this.
Uh,
However, with Erlon's natural 20 and your assistance in glancing about, checking the brickwork and whatnot for any signs of arcane interference or work there, you do find that one of those bricks is no doubt a machination to slide open this wall.
yes, a simple trick.
You press it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my greatsword and kind of have it like in one of my hands.
Okay, so you press it open, the wall slides to the side,
Oh.
revealing a minotaur.
That's why I
staring
stood
right
back.
down that way. Also, the wall gives a great whoop as you open it up. No doubt an alarm of sorts.
Good job.
Roll initiative.
Perfect.
This minotaur doesn't know how its cousin died so shamefully. Woo, he's really kicking it off strong with a 5 initiative.
Me too.
5 for Leander. Gilroy.
9.
Melee.
13.
Erlon.
4.
So strong. Which means, Melee, you're going first. Melee, the wall slides open, and a familiar bull-like face stands behind it.
I'm gonna use sharpshooter. And
Okay.
try. Since I happen to be standing right in front of the door, you
Pretty
decided to
much.
open it.
Ooh.
Oh. 5.
That's a
5
natural
total?
one.
Oh, natural 1.
Oh.
Twang!
Extra attacks. 11.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, both those arrows just a bit of a surprise to see
The
him
alarm
standing
threw
there.
me off.
Yeah, exactly. Which brings us to Gilroy.
Alright. I will. I think I'll just point my staff and leash an arrow at this thing.
Okay. Acid arrow.
With a 11.
No!
Alright, so it just takes 44.
Okay.
Yeah, this arrow streaks through the air with a green hue, bubbling as it flies along down this narrow corridor, and not hitting it, the Minotaur, but the...
The acid residue.
Yeah, exactly. So that is 2, 4, 7.
7 damage.
Yeah.
Boom. 7 damage. Minotaur's turn. He's gonna run up here.
Jeez, guys. Same thing, right?
He's gonna grapple Erlon. Why
Bring
not?
it.
We'll give it a go.
Oh, I'm not raging, so I can't throw advantage.
Natural 1. You gotta be kidding me.
24!
No!
Suplex!
It can't be.
What type of, like, what? Is this the weakest strain of minotaurs they can
Must
find?
be. Yeah.
Just
Just all that
anemic.
gas that was in there
It's a
just really
Nopator.
affected them.
Right, they're all minotaurs with muscular dystrophy.
Minor Tor, like,
Minor door.
Nope.
that's an Erlon
It
line,
didn't
right?
work anyway. You do note a few men, no doubt Midnight Court members, begin to gather. The less monstrous side of the folks who live within this hideout. And, jeez, that brings us to Leander.
Does that mean I'm grappling him with the natural one?
Let me see. Grappled. Grappled creature's speed is 0. Can't benefit from any bonuses to speed.
Yeah.
Condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. Also ends, it removes the grappled creature from the effects of the grappler or a grappling effect, like if they're hurled away by a thunder wave. By all means, I think you're grappling him right now.
I was kind of over there just taking pieces of that Ellenveer bread.
Okay.
I was eating it, so.
You getting some spells back?
Yep.
All
But
right.
I'll move up to the Minotaur.
Sure enough.
I turn around and I see Erlon, like, with a Minotaur, like, choking it out, basically.
There he goes again.
Round 2, Leander.
Nice.
Make your attacks.
I'm gonna make 2 second level Time Smite attacks.
What?
Oh, one misses though, so I guess.
You have advantage.
Oh, sorry. So 22.
Yes.
So I just kind of take my
I
sword.
couldn't believe it.
So as Erlon's like choking, I just take my sword and I'm. Whoa, that's gonna be rough. 20, 22, 26 damage.
Okay.
Second attack. 19. 12, 14, 18 damage.
He's dead.
Chest bump. As these midnight court look down the hall, they just they see the Minotaur just getting choked out and stabbed.
Oh, jeez.
They're in for the round of their life.
Erlon, you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been a good day already, worthy of song.
Yep. Write it down, Leander. This day will be known.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna rage. I'm full of just I don't even know, battle pep. I pretty much trot in there swinging my sword,
Okay.
all arrogant, and I'm gonna recklessly attack the one to the left as I'm just kind of swinging it around, yeah. Oh man, 24.
You got him.
Jeez, 9 damage.
Alright, these guys, much better equipped with chain and battle axes, metal shields. They managed to take the hit, and it reveals to you that they're a bit martially trained. At least you won't be able to wipe them out like kobolds and minotaurs.
Right, I'm gonna use my extra attack now.
Okay.
Oh my god. So that is 26.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
13.
13 damage. He's nearly dead. Which will bring us from Erlon to Melee. Melee, new targets have arrived.
Just gonna go right down the hallway to
Yeah.
that one in the front.
Looks like an easy shot to you.
Yeah. I'm gonna use sharpshooter.
Okay.
15.
Yes. Thump. And second attack. Is it sharpshooter 2?
Yeah, but
But it
it's
would be a
9.
miss.
Yeah.
Alright. Which is going to bring us from Melee to them, who will attempt to surround Erlon and begin hacking away. That's a hit. A miss. It's a miss. And a hit. It's a hit. And a miss. So 3 hits. We've taken 17 points of damage from these guys surrounding you and clubbing into you.
Really reluctant to take that last rage.
Yeah.
Which is going to bring us from the baddies to Gilroy.
Alright, I suppose I will make my way through my door.
Okay.
See how convenient this is, everyone? Played right into my hands. Or Erlon's. as I'm walking down, I reach into my bag and I pull out a chunk of that bread.
Okay.
And I cut it off with my knife, my dagger,
Yeah.
and eat it. And while I'm eating it, I walk into the room and then point my dagger at those guys. And I think one to each, maybe?
One to each?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it unleashes those magic missiles
Let's see it.
for 4 damage.
Okay. Well, that's one down. Magic missiles swirl around the dagger, release, and blast towards these men. Hitting one of them right in the chest. He had already been gravely wounded by Erlon, but he goes slamming to the ground, knocked out. And the rest of them definitely get hit quite proficiently with it, which brings us to Leander.
Right.
Gilroy, you could actually take like another step to get to a corner of that
Yeah,
wall.
that works.
Yeah, I'll move in there and take 2 swings at the guy next to Erlon.
Okay.
Pushing past, and I suppose, taking some slashes at his back. 17?
Yes.
These are just normal
Mhm.
attacks, by the way. For 11 damage for the first one.
Boom.
And a second attack, 25 for 9 damage.
Okay. That does it. There's 9 HP left.
Nice.
Which brings us from Leander to Erlon. Erlon, you got some backup. Now that you're not surrounded, you find yourself in a much better position.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna raise my sword high above my head and just bring it crashing down with like a reckless and great weapon mastery. And kind of make sure it goes in at an angle where it will be the most lethal.
All right.
So. Unnatural 20.
Yes. And lethal it shall be.
7, 12, 14, 21.
Very much so. Melee, you walk on in and join the
Yeah.
group. Okay. So you guys reconvene in the middle of this room. A small but well-constructed stone space. It reminds you of dwarvish construction, all in all, as if they had been hired to make a hideout specifically for a group that would be using the sewers to a tactical advantage. There's a small space up to the north, and then there's also a room kind of to the northeast.
I'd like to go to this one.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way on into here, and it appears to be very much so a lounge. There is emptied bottles of wine and chunks of old, stale bread, though it looks like they spent a good many nights partying in this particular room. There's a door on the east side of the room, right over this way.
What do you think?
Look through
Let's
the
say-
door before we double.
Sure.
Or
No, yeah, let's do that.
You gonna look through the door? You throw a stealth or anything?
yeah. 14.
14.
Didn't we kind of blow the stealth thing
I
when the
That's why I
alarm went
didn't
off?
think of it, but that's like,
Let me. So you open up that door, and just beyond,
Oh,
it's all these guys who are going to. The one in the lead is going to take a slash at you and just try and stick his longsword in between there. He's going to hit. He'll be doing 8 points of damage on the first attack. Hit on the second one with a 19. He'll be doing 10 points on the second one there, so 18 damage all in all. And then, would you guys like to roll a new initiative, or?
Are these guys wearing the Black Chimera
Yes,
of
they
the
are.
Midnight Court?
Yeah, the Manticore.
Or yeah, the Manticore.
Yeah. All of these guys, including many of the monsters you've seen, even the Minotaur to some degree on his armor, though much cruder and of ash, as it was kind of painted onto his shoulder pieces. It's still there. They, to some degree, are hired by these people.
Okay.
So yeah, new initiative, or would you like me to just roll a new initiative and keep what you got?
Or keep what we got this way.
Yeah. Sure.
Well, good idea, because I got 3. So Melee, you're up first.
okay.
Probably a good chance to disengage.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you will. Oop, you can move another space if you'd like to back, but you can also just shoot in that way now.
I'll take one more step back and then,
Okay.
well,
Or up 1.
No, that's just good.
Okay. Then yeah, you can still shoot. That's just your move action to disengage.
So 20.
Yes.
Okay.
This guy's gonna be dead.
20.
20 damage.
No, you didn't.
Yes, indeed. That guy manages to get 2 great slashes in as he surprises Melee when she opens up the door. Melee jumps back, overdraws her bow, and sends one right between his eyes, and he drops down. The men behind him don't seem too deterred by that, which is going to bring us to Gilroy.
I think I will like crouch behind this bar that
Okay.
I'm standing next to, and peek around the corner, and I suppose another magic missile is in order.
All right, give it a
Just
go.
first level. So I'll aim them all at the first guy.
Okay.
Six damage.
Doo, doo, doo. Which brings us to Leander.
I'm gonna move up next to the door. I'm gonna hold, and if one of them comes out, will Erlon have enough room if I move in that hallway to stand next to me?
It would be tight.
He can just run past me, because I'll probably kill the guy. So I'll move up to him.
Okay.
And I'll take a swing. 18.
Yes.
I'll make it a divine smite.
Paladins can just retroactively say. It's
yeah.
true, they can.
So you don't just waste your
No, never have to waste it. But
20 damage.
you have 19 HP left, but you got him. Good call.
And now I'll just
No,
Soften him up for you.
Erlon?
Yeah, so I guess I will. There's not a lot of room in there. I'm just gonna have to charge up either in front of Leander, or I can take a post back and use my bow. So I'm actually gonna hang out by the door and use my bow.
Okay.
So that way I'll be next to Leander, and I can kind of give him a head start on knocking these guys down.
So, like, right about there?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
You aim on forward.
Natural 20.
Wow, jeez, that die is awesome.
I love my Cthulhu dice.
Yeah, the Cthulhu die has been treating you well.
Let's see the damage.
So that is 6 damage. And I have extra attack, so I will fire another arrow.
Another go.
Wait, that was 6.
Times 2?
Yeah, or rather, was it as a crit?
It was 2 times 2 is 4 plus
Plus 2?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Second
And
arrow?
That is a 23.
Yeah. Erlon's good with a bow.
Yeah, he's been hunting.
That is 9 damage.
It's 9. Got 2 arrows flying down that hall past Leander, sink into this guy's armor. I mean, he's still standing, but definitely looks like it worked pretty well. Brings us to them. They will charge forth. This guy's going to try and kind of squeeze up in this doorway so that I can get 2 guys on you and hopefully hit you really hard. 4 attacks. A miss. A miss. A 22?
Yep.
And a natural 20. I knew it was coming. You were taking 5 damage on the first, and here's the crit. Almost. Taking 5 on the first, and then 16 on the second. 21 points, actually. More math. Minus 6, so 15 damage.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh.
Because they are slashing at you with long swords, and Leander is a heavy armor master. He's going to bring us to the top 15, right?
50,
21 minus 6.
50,
Yeah.
37 minus 15.
22.
22. I did my math wrong the first time then.
Which is going to bring us to the top of the round with Melee. Melee, that is quite a hustle and bustle in front of you, but you're good at shooting right through there.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
And it's fun that basically one of your sharpshooter shots kills one of these guys.
Yeah.
You know?
9.
Well,
It's not
that's why you got a second shot.
The one that hits anyway.
13.
No, I'm
Yeah.
afraid not.
I totally jinxed him.
Gilroy!
I was just excited because you're
That's okay.
plucking those guys out of the tree.
I think he's just gonna let loose another magic missile. Yeah.
It's reliable.
It is, you know, yeah. And I can split it up however I want. But he's like, you know, you'd hate me on an open field. 6 to the injured one.
It really kills me. You hate me on an open field.
I can't cast fireball in here.
I know, that's what I've been thinking the whole time.
Or burning
Basically-
hands.
Which is going to bring us from Gilroy to Leander.
I suppose I'll take a swing at the injured guy. 26.
26.
It's just a normal attack. For 6 damage.
Well, that takes him out.
Your 6 takes him out.
And then a swing at the normal. 19
Yes.
or 12 damage.
Very nice. Slashing away at what remains in this hallway,
Mm-hmm.
you find yourself cutting through them. That brings us to Erlon.
I'm gonna dramatically dive through the battle to flank him on the other side.
Rolling on past.
Yeah.
But staying adjacent, so no one gets attacks of opportunity or anything.
Alright, so now that we're flanking, I get advantage on him.
Yep.
I hack down with my great sword, and that is a 24.
Yes.
Sorry, 9 damage.
For 9.
And then I get another attack.
Yep, he's still barely standing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to be dramatic because I've had such a good run in this dungeon. I'm just gonna try to cleanly swipe his, or actually just swing it as hard as I can to try to lop off his head with a reckless attack, great weapon fighting.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 21.
Yes. He does not have the HP left to deny you, but how much damage do you do?
21 damage.
Yeah, you succeed with your goals. With a great bellowous roar, his head falls to the ground with a clang. You find yourself in this rather tight corridor. There's a door to the north, a door to the south, and the door to the east.
Pick your poison.
Well, I suppose we're kind of ready to enter that one to the north.
Yeah, you want to just like SWAT team?
As I say, I'll kick it open.
To the left, to the right.
It's an empty room full of crates. Looks
We
like
were
a storage room.
Next one.
You don't want to check it?
Yeah, we will. What's in there? Want to roll?
You gonna throw investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go like kind of in the hallway while they're.
Sure.
We're doing our Battle Brother stuff.
I'm staying
Looting
out of
and
your way. I'm
pillaging.
just closer.
A
Basically.
17.
17.
15.
Okay. There are 2 crates in there, full of furs. You are familiar with the value of these furs. They seem to be worth about $250 a piece. Definitely were stolen off a merchant ship, something along those lines. There is 1 potion of healing.
I'll drink that.
Otherwise, that's about the extent of the valuable stuff you find in what you feel comfortable with a quick search.
So the total value is 250.
500, actually. How much you healing for, Leander?
7 points.
Alright. Melee and Gilroy out in the hall. You hear Erlon and Leander just shuffling through crates and stuff.
Throwing, flipping tables.
Yeah.
I'm just staying out of their way and hanging in the hallway.
Alright, behind you, from the door to the east, you hear, Braylon, what are we gonna do? With a rather booming voice go, take him on! It'll be easy.
I'm gonna yell to Erlon Leander and let them know that
Yeah.
the fighting's not done. You guys wanted to kind of hurry
Yeah,
up.
we head back out.
And then there's the door to the south. If you're feeling it.
Come on, Melee. Kick it open.
You gonna?
No.
It's so much fun though.
Well, there's no sneaking because there's alarms, and you guys are just yelling and anything.
Cheering.
I'm just gonna kind of poke my head in.
Okay, yes, you open the door.
I just roll my eyes.
And this room is filled with lock boxes, various chests and trunks. It looks very much so like this is where a lot of the loot ended up.
Good find, Melee.
I want to kind of hide in the doorway. I don't know how to do this, so that if someone like walks
Right.
by me,
Sure.
I can...
We'll check that one later.
We'll go through all that stuff after
Yeah.
the voices are taken care of.
Silenced.
You like
working for Sibelius, don't you?
Do you guys reconvene in the
Yeah.
hallway?
Mhm.
Who is taking the lead?
I will if you want.
Sure, go ahead, Leon.
Alright. Yeah, so
Yeah.
because of Melee's lackluster opening of a door. Actually, I asked Leander, you want to come up with me and see if we can, they might be hiding right behind this door. Maybe if we kick it hard enough.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wait, you're so dramatic.
Alright, give it a go. Roll for both of your roll strength.
Can we get athletics?
Yeah.
16.
Not with advantage, right?
No.
Yeah, so it's probably a little too cramped. I was a little overzealous.
What did you get?
Natural 1.
Oh! So
Leander, you bust open this door, revealing all the armed men behind you. You slam back this guy 5 feet, and he is knocked prone.
And so
And
was
then
our
Erlon kicks into the empty door and is knocked prone.
I said 3!
And now roll initiative.
I thought it was on 1.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What?
Their initiative is not great.
I got
They
a
weren't
20.
ready for that.
I got a nat 20.
Nat 20!
What? Not one! What kind of game is this?
I'm loving this session so far.
You gotta be kidding me.
This has been crazy. How many?
Really putting Dad's new
By the
info.
way, these new graphics we have for
Graphics
that.
to use.
We're not lying.
And when you rewatch this tonight, can you please,
I'll keep
tell
track.
Yeah.
So was that 2 nat 1s and a nat 20 or something?
It's 2 nat 20s and a nat 1. So, that means, Erlon, what's it come to? 23?
22 altogether.
22. Leander, it comes to
19, but
you don't get to enjoy. Gilroy,
not
14.
14, and Melee.
6.
I had cure poison leaves. I just looked on my character. This is why I was gonna.
You had your poison leaves the whole time. I prepped you guys so hardcore.
Well, live and learn.
What if there's a bigger emergency?
I look down and I see cure poison leaves and
Oh, what's that?
What would cure poison?
Erlon, you are on your ass, but it is your turn.
Yeah, so I'm gonna martial arts style, lean on my back hands and flip up for half my movement.
Yes.
And then run at the dazed guy and just try to hack him down with a
That would
reckless
be-
attack.
That would be 2 movements.
Was it?
You got one half movement to stand up, and then
Oh, okay.
you would be taking another move action to move in. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I thought it was just half movement to stand up, but alright. So I just get the next one?
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no problem.
Which brings us to Leander.
Yeah, I'll move up with next to Erlon,
Okay.
and
You can actually get the swings in. You have advantage because he's prone.
yeah. Well, this guy's done. Yeah, I'm not gonna even divine smite. I'm pretty confident here. It would be a 19 anyways with the lower one. So
Is that so? Throw your damage.
8 damage.
Okay.
I'll make it a divine smite this time.
That's not enough.
No. Oh, not 20.
Just
My
nonchalant.
dreams!
Torm, can you help me out?
I I think Torm's just really, we're being brave here. This
Yeah.
is what Torm wants,
The dreams of a well-balanced dungeon crushed beneath the die rolls.
Here's the normal, here's the swing, not
Yes.
the divine smite. Oh, sorry. I'll re-roll. I keep
You rolled max damage on one, min damage on the other.
Yes.
Then he realized we
Well,
times
all
two.
right, so
Not roll two.
14, 20, 25, 29.
He's gone. Wipe him from existence. Gilroy. I'm actively buffing the boss right now.
I shoot Melee a look as these two goofballs charge in there. Jeez.
I reciprocate.
yeah.
Can I do a fireball? Where it doesn't hit those guys?
You move up into the doorway.
Sure.
Fireball's 40?
20.
20.
20-foot sphere. So,
You could...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You could hit these back 4.
Fine.
Saves. For all. You
Yes,
also
deck saves.
bust that door open.
Since we know it's coming.
Oh, you
No,
guys
we're
don't have to-
good.
Yeah.
Oh, we're good. That's right.
That's what I was hoping for, anyway. I'm not
I
that.
have 1 success and 3 fails.
Okay. Was it 8d6?
We'll make
2,
the success this guy down this way.
4, 5. Need 2 more.
Go ahead.
My dreams of a well-balanced dungeon.
Alright.
It's okay. It's fun to have.
And
We're having a great time.
Yeah, well, this is a
20.
fun session.
27.
Hey, I have 25 HP apiece.
Nice.
1, 2, 3. Blasted to a crisp. This guy is going to be taking half damage. Would be 27 divided by 2. Rounded up.
23? Or sorry.
Whoa!
We're just very
14.
14.
Common core.
Gilroy says, finally some room to work!
Yes, the air is quite heated and dry now as it bursts past your face. Though a bit of a welcome change because it definitely burns away a bit of the smell of this area and keeps you a little warm in this damp subterranean area.
Good.
Which brings us to Belrin the Brash,
Nice coming.
who busts out of his room. Oh, looks on down towards you. A man dressed in half plate with a large kite shield at his side. He points a glistening longsword in your direction. Those of you who are bunched up in that corridor there. He goes, Sibelius's dogs are here! Let's take them out, boys! Most of them are dead.
Yes, they lie, charred on the ground.
A few more men come rushing out, and ooh, that guy just nearly went to the warp zone. And they're going to charge at you, and you know that Balrin the Brash is giving them commands as they do this, and so they're going to be throwing some command dice as well. I'm going to be a 23 to hit Leander. And
Imposed disadvantage on Erlons.
okay. 17. So they are both going to be hitting. They're going to be hitting you, Leander, for a full 2 points of damage.
Nice.
You, Erlon, for 9. That's including your heavy armor mastery.
Yeah.
Erlon, -9. Which brings us to melee. Really, this is a cluster.
Yeah. If I lean out, I should still be able to
Oh, you can
get
find
the
the
one in
shot.
front of Erlon, yeah.
Yep.
That's what you do.
I'm just gonna lean out.
Okay.
Nice.
18.
Yes. This is the second time now.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot again.
Same one. 11.
No.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring it to the boys. Roll a 1.
Nice.
2 of them on Erlon.
I'm gonna pose dismay and I'll walk.
Good thing too. 1 hits you, Erlon. Gonna be hitting for 11 damage.
Looking good.
You're not raging yet, right?
Not yet.
And then here's an attack against Leander.
Please grapple Baylor in the brow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It
He
was
misses.
already on my mind.
That's gonna bring it to the top of the round with Erlon.
Yeah, so I go, Walter, let's make another great show. My muscles tense and I fly into a rage.
Alright.
And I'm just gonna hack down at the one in front of me. I'm not gonna do any reckless attacks yet because I'm already pretty beat up, but
Okay, the one that took an arrow is gonna take another slash.
yeah. That's gonna be 13.
Not quite.
That's alright. Try again. Natural 20!
Nat 20! Yeah.
My life in ruin.
Yeah, this guy's double dead, pretty sure. Gonna be...
You guys could have killed like an ancient red dragon tonight.
Alright, so that's multiply both those dice, right? Obviously, so
Yes.
that's 9 plus 4, 13.
He's dead.
Oh, plus
18.
Yeah, 18 altogether.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep, you got him. Leander.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a swing at this guy. I don't have many. I think I have 2 first level spells left, so run a little dry here. But I'll take a swing at this guy. 14.
No. Actually, 15. I didn't take 14 before, did I?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Alright, then I'll swing again. For 21.
Yes.
Just one attack. For 11 damage.
11. From Leander to Gilroy.
I think I will just Scorching Ray the Baelrin.
Okay.
So it's 3 rolls. 20.
Yes.
18.
Yep.
21.
Nice.
My armor! It's useless! The goggles do nothing!
It's a lot of force.
That's not bad.
Wow.
16, 20, 23.
23 damage.
My last second level spell.
Alright, you
Wow,
blast
he's
on
got
right into his chest, his armor glowing red hot, the half plate being heated by the arcane bolts of fire that blast into him. And that's going to take us from Gilroy to Baelrin, who looks towards you and breathing heavily goes, "What the hell are you people?" Charges on in towards Erlon. He'll be making 3 attacks.
Yeah. Oh, jeez, I'm tired.
Glad I didn't reckless attack.
Miss. You impose a
Yes.
disadvantage? Yeah, good thing. And he still hits with that one, but it's not a nat 20. And he's gonna hit with the last one too.
This is gonna be scary. This guy's like a level.
You're gonna be taking 10 damage on the first one, so 5. You're gonna be taking 14 damage on the second one, so 7. So 12
I have
damage
the
in
heal
total.
wounds then.
So 12 total?
You have 13 health left. Is that
No,
what
I'm down to like 7.
What is your guys' what the hell happened here?
Because I wasn't raging before.
Right. I must have messed up there somewhere along the line. Okay, so you're at 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm at 27 HP, and I don't know if that's right.
Let me see. Alright, you're slightly less.
Oh wait, it was 18. It's my original. He did 12 damage to me total. So I actually have... Math is hard, guys. I'm a barbarian. So I'm at 12.
You're at 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I thought it was somewhere around there. Okay, which brings us to melee.
What's your max health, Erlon?
54.
Nice.
Yeah, I have that. Just must have messed up somewhere along the line.
Between the raging and the...
Yeah.
Damage reduction with Leander also trips me up too, but... So, this guy right in the middle in front of Erlon is Braylon.
There was something else I was thinking. I'm just gonna use sharpshooter and try and hit him.
Hit him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20! This is insane. Man, I am so glad that our father made those those infos.
I can't wait to see it later.
This is whack! Do your damage!
Max damage!
So 16 plus 13.
Oh my god!
Wow. 29 points of damage.
And then
Get
I'm gonna
out.
use my second attack.
Level 5 is ridiculous.
Oh, nat 1!
All ends of the spectrum.
You need to
I'll be right back.
drink of water.
Jeez, oh my god. Guys, what is happening?
Holy crap. You gotta be kidding me. It blasts off in the opposite direction like Team Rocket. This is how ridiculous this has gotten.
Jeez.
The baddies. One's going to be making an attack against you, Erlon. You're gonna miss. One is going to be making an attack against you, Leander. 20 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
He misses.
That's always
Brings us to the top.
Yeah.
With Erlon.
So you hit, like, the main guy, right?
Yes. He is now more than bloodied.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my Great Weapon Mastery. I'm not going to recklessly attack. So I'm going to try to find a vital point between his armor, probably close to where melee already hit,
Sure.
and just take a cunning, like, slash towards that. So 11. Doesn't hit.
No, that's a miss on him.
Alright. So then, frustrated, I'm going to recklessly attack him.
nice.
Okay.
With the Great Weapon Mastery?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, do
Yeah.
it. Do it up.
Yeah.
Come on, Erlon.
Yeah, so, 21.
Yeah!
Yes.
Leander's like so
so pumped.
Torm is so happy right now for what we're doing.
21 damage.
So we've done
Too much.
26,
Too
21,
much.
29.
Leander.
Taking a swing at Valorin.
Oh, and the ghost, Walter moves in front of
Right.
him.
Giving
So
him
whenever-
resistance to slashing.
As long as he attacks anybody but me, he gets disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of want to do it non-lethally. I just punch all the named characters. I'm gonna punch him.
You divine punch him?
Yeah. Take my.
Torm's fist.
I haven't been doing this. I should have been, but I as I'm blocking blows from the dude and trying to cover Erlon, my gauntlet glows as I grasp my sword and I go for a punch as
With the
Erlon's,
hilt?
yeah, as Erlon's probably pulling his sword out of the dude. I come in for a punch. A 13 won't hit him. I can just go for another punch. 14?
Nope.
Damn.
Whoosh, whoosh.
That's my turn. I
Gilroy.
just,
With your extra attacks, your savage attacks. Alright. Smite. Big
Fancy
attacks.
bastards.
You just had a dagger.
what do you got like cantrips left?
Yeah. I won. You know what's gonna happen? Oh, magic missile. This guy with all 3 magic missiles.
God, he's so consistent.
Yes, too consistent. 6 damage.
Does this guy have second wind or something?
He does! Thank God he lived. He's getting a second win.
Jeez,
He's gonna get 14
Alright,
HP
that was my
back from
last
that.
one, actually. Now I have cantrips.
And then he downs a orange glowing potion.
Oh, I should have just tried to kill him.
Seems to
Wouldn't have
grow
mattered.
to
Oh.
about yay big.
Oh!
I can't!
Oh no!
You have that bread, don't you?
I already ate it.
I've got a piece. Grab it out my. You're right behind me. Grab it out of my satchel.
You make 3 attacks against Erlon
Oh man, this is gonna be.
with a action surge.
Bye,
And,
guys.
Oh,
disadvantage on the first one.
Yes. You know what we're drinking tonight. We're drinking that wine tonight.
Yeah.
15, Erlon.
15 hits.
Ooh.
Just hits.
Miss on the second one.
Where?
And, so
Broken
2 of them
Reef.
will hit.
Broken Reef.
And you're taking 14 damage on the first one, so 7.
5.
And then 10 on the second.
Oh, just down.
Yeah.
Erlon went down.
Yeah.
Shoot, dude.
We had a good run.
Is that really the last thing you say before you
No.
Before he gets killed. We had a good run.
Lunchtime's over.
I'll save round 3 for later.
Wow. Melee, here we go.
It's a big target.
Take him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Not one. What the heck?
Is it really?
Yeah.
There's only 2 options. This is the D&D game of flipping coins. Where heads is a nat 20 and tails is a nat 1.
Welcome to episode 10. Crits and yeah.
I'll leave it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Words are
And
hard.
then
What's it come to?
17 for the second.
That'll do.
Nice. Kill him, Melee. Oh.
14.
Okay.
All falling apart.
Actually, 14's not bad because that gets him back down to where he was.
Not much. Which brings us to the baddies. One of them is going to be making an attack against Erlon.
Oh no.
He has advantage.
Don't be dangerous.
He's going to hit, so that's 1. One of them is going to be making an attack against... Oh, do you give disadvantage?
I guess I could have, but it would have just been a regular roll.
Right. And
For the next one.
You rolled a 10 on his lower. Be a 14. Am I looking for a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then no. Take that off.
Okay.
By all means, Leander could have blocked that. And then Leander, 2
Yeah,
attacks.
I definitely would have been looking to as soon as Erlon failed.
1 hit against Leander. And that 1, not like it matters. You're going to be taking...
-3.
Yeah. 9 points of damage from that. Which brings us from the baddies to Erlon. I need a death saving throw.
Alright.
What have you been
It's
rolling?
20 to 1, so let's see how this goes.
Come on.
12.
Alright, that's 1 check.
Yeah,
Nice.
1 success.
Leander.
Gonna. I'm gonna make a normal attack against this. No, I'll make a non-lethal divine smite. Just still swinging at this guy.
Non-lethal divine smite.
I was lucky.
Yeah, 24.
Yes.
So it's a d8 plus 1 plus 3. 7 damage.
7 HP.
Yeah, so I clock him 1, and it leaves a. I guess, is he wearing a helmet or anything?
Yep.
It kind of leaves an imprint on the helmet that's kind of glowing white.
Yeah, he goes flying back, hits the table, rolls off the side bench onto the cold stone floor, and shrinks back down to normal size.
Yeah. And then I'll move in between these 2 guys,
Okay.
and I'll take a swing at the guy to the north. It's already injured.
Yep.
For 12. No.
Go, Roy.
I think I'll just administer stabilizing gel
Okay.
to Erlon.
Easy enough. Erlon is at 1 HP.
Out of rage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all out of rage.
Wow, are you fatigued now? Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Especially because I went down to 0, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Valerin is on the ground, which brings us to melee.
Popped some dudes, man.
Yeah, we got 3 guys left.
Actually, I have the heal wounds thing that I bought at the marketplace.
Yeah,
Can I
sure.
get that to Erlon?
Sure.
How to do that? I
Okay.
mean, there are more people to kill, but
So that more powerful cure wounds potion that you got, or
It's. I wrote down heal wounds.
Did you guys get the dagger? I don't think you did, right? Then there's probably. I know that you bought a cure wounds potion of,
Yeah.
of serious.
Was it any of the food?
I don't think she grabbed. No, she didn't go to the.
No,
yeah,
she didn't
that's
want
what
to
it
talk with Alton Dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 44 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
48.
It does not work that way.
Let me-
That'd be great. Getting back up
Yeah.
to full.
Yeah, it's weird on this one.
I was
It's
like,
on
I
the on the
can't
bottom of
read
the
yours.
Cthulhu
Oh,
die.
yeah.
and,
Okay.
Top of the
Top
other.
of
Yeah.
Plus
So, yeah.
14?
4. 14?
Nice.
Definitely,
Feeling better.
yeah. Some of those wounds close up rather quick as Melee administers a healing potion. Which is going to bring us to the baddies. Who they are not stopping. You know what? 4 attacks against Leander.
Alright.
1 hit. 1 hit. 11 damage.
Is that including the -3?
Yes, it is. With max damage. That's about all they can do. You bring us to the top of their lawn.
Alright, so I stand up.
Yes.
And is there a guy next to me? No.
There's a guy up here.
But if I
There's a guy down here.
I have to move to both of them, right? So I won't be able to attack.
No, they're adjacent to you.
Okay.
You make the attack.
Yeah, cool. Alright, so I'll hit the one to my left, to the north.
Right.
I'm just going to attack him normally.
Okay.
Feeling a little tired. 12.
Nope.
Alright, let's try again. That's a 24.
Yes.
Ooh, max damage.
Max damage. So that is 16.
He's dead.
Nice.
Cut right on down into that guy. He's taken right out, which brings us to Leander.
Yeah.
Melee is winding down.
Yeah. I'll swing around and swing at this guy.
Sure.
That's an interesting roll. Oh, it was 17 anyways.
Yes.
For 12 damage.
Okay.
And second swing. 25 for...
All these rolls are starting to feel questionable.
No, they would have been what they landed on.
Yeah.
What was that? For 7 damage. It was a 25 for 7 damage.
Gilroy, your go.
Firebolt him.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
You
I'll
on
move into the room
Yeah.
and firebolt the one that Leander was just attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, with my staff. It sizzles and pops and then unleashes
All right.
a small bolt of fire. A 14.
No.
That's it. That's all I got. I don't get to try again.
Bale runs off the ground, so Melee.
Move in and kill those 2 dudes.
Yeah.
All right. You just make your 2 attacks. You have the
Yeah,
angle
same.
if you move a little bit.
We're just all in this little area, and I've got the longbow. Just like pushing through you.
Very close quarters longbow mastery.
So that would have been 8 because I was using sharpshooter, but I don't want to use sharpshooter on my next one.
No.
Oh, nat 20! What is this?
I'm done. Don't worry about it. Okay, there is a row of people with arrows right between their eyes, just slumped up against walls or laying on the ground, all of them.
Pinned to tables.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, this last guy, you know, run. He's running out this way, going out this door.
He was,
See ya.
he was adjacent to me, you said that, right?
Oh, he was. No, wait, that was the one that she just killed.
Oh, okay.
He's making on down this way. I am out of here. And you guys.
I think that's probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and tell people what happened.
Leaves you in this common room here, a meeting room of sorts.
Suppose most of it's burnt.
Yes, there used to be a ledger.
Right. I was gonna say, look at that.
I
Paper
can
on
mend it.
That's true.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
So you walk on up, grab the large leather-bound notebook that is no doubt a ledger of sorts, and cast a mending spell on it.
I'm gonna eat the rest of that bread.
It's like you would eat a rat.
I'm gonna eat a rat.
Roll Constitution!
What does the ledger say?
So Balerin the Bold's ledger, it depicts his business of gathering followers, both monstrous and human alike, and he kind of has a categorization for what monsters are good at. Kobolds are good at staying subterranean, night raiding, making traps. Minotaurs are good at mapping spaces. So he just kind of, he had a system that he used to employ monsters, essentially, as well as humans alike, and he seemed to keep very good track of them. And it has a depiction of his business over the past few months of, in the night, slipping out of the sewers into the markets and docks, robbing boats and shops and households, and then slipping back into the sewers for safety and going back to this hideout that no one knew the location of. That's until he got into contact with Vorrigan, at which point all of those notes stop, and it begins to denote investments. The amount of gold that he spent at one place and how much he expects back.
Right.
Any places we recognize, or?
Mostly the East Hill Iron Mine, he supposedly put some money into, which is run by Sibelius, so you wonder if that's where their contentiousness began.
Right.
Anything else of note in this,
Just Balerin's bloody nose.
We
Right.
still have that room with all the lockboxes,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, and then there's a room to the
I was gonna
north.
say, Balerin's room has probably got some stuff in it.
Yeah.
But what does Balerin have on it?
Some fine half-plate, a nice longsword, appears to be at least of masterwork quality, and a tower shield. Otherwise, he doesn't have anything personal on him.
Alright, well, I suppose I tie him up and spend a cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Perhaps not waking him up, but making sure he's not going to bleed out.
The half-plate has a
And taking his armor.
silver engraving of the Manticore, which means that for some people it's probably worth really good money, and for some people they would never buy it.
So I'm torn what to do with him when he wakes up.
Yes, he comes to, glancing up, presumably bound,
Yes.
the whole 9 yards, and he glances up from his position by the feet of this table, looks up at you, and he goes, "Oh, God. Take whatever you want. Just leave me be."
Well, what do you guys think would be worth? Selling him to Sibelius for, I guess, well, I don't know, selling him is the right word, but giving him over to Sibelius or the town guard, perhaps selling Sibelius the ledger, or just burning it up.
Yes, I think we could. Well, if we turn him in, how do we know he doesn't have people on the payroll?
Exactly.
And Sibelius shuddered to think what he might do to him.
That's my other problem.
I won't kill a man that's bound up, helpless.
Well, I neither knocked him out or brought him back, so...
He spits a bloody bit of spittle on the ground, looks up at you, and goes, "Looks like you're in a tough position. Won't kill a man bound up, won't give me to the guards, won't give me to Sibelius. What are you gonna do?"
I'm gonna gag him. Let's check his room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Leander, you bust on up into this room.
Kick the door down.
Yeah. Slam! In here, notably, first thing that catches your eye is a large pile of gold. Let
How
me
much
count up.
gold?
2,400 gold pieces throughout this space in art, coins, and gems.
600 each.
600 each. If you guys would like to really make an investigation out of the area, you could throw me an investigation.
16.
10.
4. 6.
Leander, in that room with the crates,
Yep.
hidden under the furs, is a fine throwing axe. Appears to be magical.
I definitely let Erlon know about
It's
that.
a +1 throwing axe of returning. Just cut to the chase. You throw it, it'll pop back up in your hand.
That's very Erlon.
It is covered in elvish markings that are reminiscent of his tribe. Not exactly anything that would have exactly to do with his people, but definitely of the same vein.
And is that, when you throw that, is that with strength?
This is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about throwing weapons. is
Yeah.
You can use strength.
Yeah, I'll look at the damage on that after.
I think it's a
important.
D6.
The stuff that Balrin had on him, the longsword is +1. The kite shield is +1. The rest is masterwork. You
Oh.
presume that there's a good 1,000 gold in equipment there at least. If you can find a buyer for it.
What about the other room?
Throw me another investigation check as to not be worth.
What was it? +1 half plate?
Yep, or no, masterwork athlete.
25.
Okay. Within one of these chests, within a lot of these is the rations and supplies of the various men.
Yeah.
A lot of what they stole was just like fine fabrics, that kind of, rope. Stuff that would be easy to pawn off, but you're not going to make a huge profit on it. However, inside of one of them is a incredibly finely sewn pair of boots that seem to have leaves as the tassels for the lacings of it. It looks very elvish.
All right. I'll take them.
There's also a +1 short sword in there.
Maybe.
And then throw me a final perception check, everyone.
19.
10.
9.
4, 19.
Yes.
Underneath Balrin's bed, there's a chittering and scratching.
I'll take a look.
You lift the sheets and peer under. Balrin notably begins to struggle against his ropes once this noise begins. And as you glance underneath there, 2 dazzling, small green eyes look out at you as the face of a fairy dragon cocks its head.
Silas, you did.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Is that a yes?
It does not seem to be speaking in common.
All right. I will. Curious.
Its scales are of dazzling colors. It has a wingspan of about 2 feet, a very small little thing. You note that there's a cage in the corner. Looks like it would be suitable for a bird, but it's probably where Balrin was keeping it.
Stuff it in the cage.
Okay. You grab it by the neck.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Gotta be forceful with magical creatures.
Doesn't want it to fly away.
Yeah, I don't want to lose it.
And you have it in the cage as such.
That's an
And
interesting.
re-enter that central room with a fairy dragon in a cage.
Yeah. What is that, Gilroy?
I believe it to be a fairy dragon. I found it in his bed. But I don't know. I'll need to study it, I think.
Pull down his gag and say, "What did you have this for? Where did you find this?"
It's by far the most valuable thing in this place. I got it off that troop. It was part of their act, but apparently that act has been far and around. I mean, this little beast, he's seen things. Important things. It's just getting the information out of him. I don't know how.
Re-gag him.
Wow!
Do you want to ask him about the nobles?
Yeah, sure. I ungag him. What? Do you have any contact with any of the nobles? Where they are? Who? What they're doing?
Scum of River's End? No. They're out on their boats. They don't want to drink poison wine. That's all I know.
I have an awful lot of their stuff back there for not.
an awful
Any
lot of
contact
easy
with
break-ins
them.
when they're not in town.
That at least explains the boot.
And all right, so let's I don't know. What are we gonna do with this guy?
Why don't we decide?
Next episode!
Yeah, I mean, I, that feels good to me. But
Sure,
Okay.
we can pick it right
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
right there. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I hope you enjoyed episode 10 of the Lands of Alaire. TJ, take care of the rest of that stuff for me.
Sure. This is shot live in our comic and game shop after hours. At our comic and game shop at the Freakopolis Geekery after hours. We're in Whitehall, New York. Open 5 days a week. You can come and see Ian and myself slinging comics and playing some games. Often on the tabletop. You DM, I DM here. So yeah, if you're in the area at all, come by. We'd love to chat and hang out for a bit. And as I said earlier, we are a Twitch affiliate. So if you feel like subscribing or following, it does a ton to help support us in the stream and all the work we put into this and continue these epic adventures. And yeah, it shows us that people care.
We're also online.
Yes, we are all over the place. If you search Freakopolis, you can find us at freakopolis.com, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Obviously,
YouTube,
Twitch and YouTube,
Twitch,
yeah. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, in the post, make sure to throw us a like and hit the subscribe bell so that you can catch our adventures upcoming. We usually upload on Tuesdays.
Mhm.
And then Joined by Gaming.
Yeah, we're joined by gaming. We promote positivity in the gaming community. We're also raising money for a local children's hospital. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. We're actually doing a little something special for Giving Tuesday coming up, so you might want to keep your eye
Cool.
out for it.
Alright, so yeah, you can catch them Facebook or Instagram, Joined by Gaming, all over the place. Freakopolis should be easy enough. And a final thank you to our father who puts in many hours of production on this show, and you may have noted specifically in episode 10 a lot of upgrades to our slide-in info, making use of that awesome art we got this week. And yeah, he put so much work into it, as much as any of us. And I think that'll cover it. We'll see you again next Sunday for episode 11 of the Lands of Alaire as we approach the end of season 1. Have a good night, guys.